everyone. Welcome to CYC, and welcome to another episode of For Couples Only. Today, we are going to be discussing a topic that's a little touchy and somewhat sensitive. It's the topic of pornography. Again, we have a message sent in from two couples, two separate couples. The first is a gentleman who says that he suffered from this problem before marriage, and he thought that he would be able to stop after he got married, but he was not able to. And he's also saying that he fell into this habit, and it's now affecting his life very badly. The second message is from a wife complaining that her husband is always on the computer and he's no longer interested in her, but spends hours and hours alone on these kind of websites. Abuna, from your experience, is this problem common?
It is hard to say if it is common or not common, but we notice it is increasing not only in the United States, but all over the world, because the computer now in every place, even in very poor countries. I think it has to be solved not on individual problems, but as general, because now it is increasing, and there are many many different ways. For example, many children and wives or husbands discover the password of the other member of the family and read many messages between the person and another person. Or I remember also once a very little child asked his mother and said to him, "Mom, come and see what Dad was looking for," and he opened the site which his father used to see, and she was shocked. This phenomena is in fact started to be, I can't say common, but very serious. How to deal with it? It needs from not only from the church, but from all the societies to deal with this problem seriously. How? Not to say you have to stop or you have to make limits for using the computer and give the other. You can use the computer for some minutes, but by very bad way, and perhaps a person use the computer in games for a long time. We can't say it is a problem of time, but more than time, what about his ideas and how, for what he is looking in the computer? The first thing, we have to make some pamphlets, very brief, to the people about the seriousness of opening these sites, and not only because their children or their wives or their husbands may discover it, but for their inner man. What about your life? What about respecting your time, evaluating your life? What about your future? And every person to feel his time is very, very precious, and he has not to, or she has not to waste her time in these sites. Second thing, how to direct the energies of those people. Sometimes they use it to escape from problems at their work, at their family problems, sometimes physical problems for the body. He said, "Oh, I remember yesterday a person I know, he's a very good person, but he said, always I am in tension. I use the computer just to make relaxation." In fact, he's not using it for relaxation. It looks like he would drink wine for relaxation or smoking for relaxation, but it will be addict and it will destroy his life. We have to write some pamphlets and articles for all ages, how to direct and to guide yourself, not from others, from your own self, how to direct using the computer for your edification, for your progress, for your family, for your church, for your society, for your country. Then the person, when he feels or she feels that he is very important and has a message in his word, he will be serious in his life. I believe, as many of the early fathers, all these problems, although at their times there is no computer, but these problems starts by one thing. They don't know who they are. They are just coming among billions of people and they want to waste their time. They live for some years and they will leave. They didn't discover, I am a human, I am a man of God, I am very important, I have special message, I have a role and the responsibility concerning the whole world, not concerning my local church or my local city or even my country. We have to know we are members of all human being race, and I can have effect and I have a role even after my death if I am serious in my life. The problem now, people or mankind started to live without feeling, yani, without feeling the responsibility or their role in this life. I remember I wrote an article concerning suicide for the young people because I heard about 4 cases of young people who tried to commit suicide here in the United States. I started to make an article. One of the factors for increasing of the cases of suicide is the computer. Why? Because he looks to the computer, especially now, very small thing, and can do what his mind cannot do. While he is working through the computer, he can enter in lot of libraries, he can see many things far away and so on. I remember once I wrote concerning an article of the early of the father, and I found from more than 10 years a message, do you know there are 20 million articles concerning the pathology or the early father. I was astonished. 20 million. Who can read 20 million articles concerning the early fathers? Uh, when the person looks to this computer and this computer works and make lot of things cannot he or any person do, he belittle himself. What about myself? And thus he feels he is not important the word. And it gives him a kind of depression. And from this point, many of the young people didn't care about their life. What about me? This computer can do more and more and more than what I do. We have to, I can say how every human being feel that what is the valuation of his life, how he is very precious, how God is concerned in him or in her, and he is special in the mind of God. Therefore, I am proud, not proud because in a very bad way, proud because God created me to have special work. We are in need not to look to the negative, but to the positive.
Abuna, how badly can this problem affect a marriage?
Surely it can destroy the marriage, because sometimes, especially the ladies, when they look, the men are looking to the very bad sides. They felt, or the lady felt, or the wife felt, oh, he loves me because of sex, not because of my personality. I remember from just 1 week, and the person used to to see very bad sides and spoke with me. I said, "What do you think about your wife when she looks you? You are looking he, these sides." He said, "Oh, it is while she was sleeping. If she discovered, she will despise you because she looks to you that you never love her. You are loving your own self. You are selfish. You want just the what we can say the bad desires and lusts. It can destroy."
Abuna, is this a sin or just a bad habit?
What is the difference between sin or bad habit? I believe I always do not look to the negative. I am created to be like an angel of God, and I am looking for myself. God wants me to be His icon. I am looking how God is waiting for me, and all the heavenly hosts are truly welcoming me on the last day. Then I don't care if it is a sin or bad habit. It prevents me from being growing up and to be the true icon of God.
Abuna, what advice would you give first the man that is suffering from this addiction and the woman whose husband is suffering from the addiction?
This person is in need to feel satisfaction by another thing. The person who escapes to these sites, it means there is no satisfaction within himself. If the people surround him try to lift him up to discover his talents and how he is very important in their lives, how they are affected by what is good in him, yani, to encourage him, then he can leave gradually this habit. But not by punishment, not by threatening that she will have divorce, his children will, he will lose his children. All these things I don't believe has the effect within himself.
A word of advice for a wife? A wife whose husband is suffering.
If she tried to make pressure on him, perhaps he will do everything behind her. If she tried to encourage him, how she is proud of his personality, how she is proud of his work, how she is of his thoughts, and so on, surely, step by step, he will leave the thing and try to prove that he is very good.
Abuna, thank you so much for being with us today. Please keep us in your prayers and always in your thoughts. Thank you.